Hey y'all, so it's me Alexandra, and today I am back with another video, and today is going to be all about natural hair terminology. I'm going to be talking about all the terms that you may have heard before that you just don't understand, or maybe you kind of understand but you don't have a full understanding. Basically, this is going to be like the natural hair dictionary. Should be like a reference guide. Everything that I say in my other videos, I will all be defined in this video. So if I say a term in another video and you're like, what is that? Come back to this video because most likely I've said it in this video. Number one, I started with big chop. Sometimes people are confused, like what is a big chop? Coming from damage to healthy hair. Whether you had relaxers, whether you had heat damage, color damage, maybe you were just neglecting your hair and your hair just got really damaged. So basically you're cutting off all that damage, and then your result, you're left with your natural, healthy curl pattern. The next term is transition. So people either big chop or they transition. Transitioning is when you're actually growing out the damage. So maybe you don't want to cut all the damage off at once. You kind of want to grow it out and cut it off slowly. That is transitioning. People transition for anywhere from as long as they want, honestly. People transition sometimes for years. The next one I'm going to talk about is prepooing. This is such a funny term. When I tell some people it, sometimes they just laugh, like, what the heck is a prepoo? Prepoo is basically when you put oils in your hair before you shampoo it. This is kind of to buffer the shampoo, so the shampoo, because shampoo is known to be super stripping and drying, so a lot of people like to put oils in their hair, buffer the shampoo, so the shampoo is no longer as stripping. There is no poo. So some products will be labeled as no poo, specifically Diva Curl. No poo basically is a shampoo that doesn't lather. It usually doesn't have those super stripping agents in it that cause the foam and the lather, basically, but they still cleanse your hair. They just don't lather. The next one is co-wash. Co-washing originally stood for conditioner only washing, basically, which was washing your hair with conditioner. This was kind of to refresh your hair. Maybe your hair wasn't dirty, but you want to refresh it, so people would go in the shower and kind of throw some conditioner on it and co-wash. But now, since co-washing has become more and more popular, there's actually products that are co-washing, which are basically cleansing conditioners that are kind of conditioners that have a little bit of cleansing agents in them. So then I have TWA. I should have said this after Big Chop, but TWA stands for Teeny Weeny Afro. Basically, usually after people big chop, they have really, really short hair. That's a teeny weeny afro. Your afro is basically a small afro. It's called a TWA. That's what you call that. Then the term stretching your hair. I personally use this on this channel a lot because I stretch my hair so often. So if you were confused on what stretching your hair means, stretching your hair literally means stretching your hair, doing things to your hair to stretch it out, because as you know, natural hair is so tightly coiled, and stretch out your hair so that you can show more length. Literally stretching out your hair. It makes your hairstyles kind of turn out a little bit better because you don't have your curl pattern interfering with it. Shrinkage. So basically, shrinkage refers to how short your hair gets when it's in its most natural state, or when it's wet, or just in general, like slip. I talk about this a lot when I'm talking about conditioners or hair products, or if I'm reviewing a product. Slip refers to the ability of a product to glide through and detangle your hair. The next tip I'm going to talk about is the curly girl method. People don't use this as much anymore. Years before, a lot of people mentioned it before, but now people don't really talk about. Curly girl method is basically a whole method created, supposed to be the most effective way to deal with your curly hair. It actually involves the no poo method, which is the no shampoo method, like I mentioned before. And it also involves you not using any silicones or any sulfates in your hair products, and it also, I believe, it involves no heat too. So basically it's a way of taking care of your curly hair. The Loc Method. The Loc Method stands for liquid oil cream, LOC. This method is definitely used a lot now. Basically, it's a way of layering products into your hair to effectively moisturize your hair. So you start with a liquid or a leave-in, which is the L, then you go with an oil, and then you go in with like a heavy cream to seal it all in. These can be switched out. Sometimes there's the LCO, which is liquid cream oil. Some people do LO. Some people do different variations of this Loc method. So either LOC, LCO, LO, LC. basically, but you know what they all stand for: liquid oil, liquid or leave-in, oil, and then cream. And you just kind of interchange them in ways for you to moisturize your hair. Okay, so the next one, deep conditioning. So some people don't see the importance of deep conditioning because they don't know the difference between a deep conditioner and a regular conditioner. A deep conditioner is a product that is it's a conditioner that actually goes deeper into your hair strands and actually penetrates your hair. So what's the difference between a regular conditioner and a deep conditioner or hair mask? Because hair mask is the same thing as a deep conditioner, same thing as a treatment mask, or all those treatment things are all deep conditioners. Those are all products that are actually supposed to penetrate into your hair. Regular rinse out conditioners, the products just labeled as conditioner, are just meant to just kind of go on top of your hair, just seal your hair, or just kind of close your cuticles and just be on top. Deep conditioners are products that actually go in, and they usually, you keep it on for an extended period of time, maybe 15, 20, 30. Some people even leave it up to an hour. The deep conditioner is supposed to go into your hair and really condition it. The next one I want to talk about is breakage / shedding. There's a difference. Shedding is when your whole hair strand comes out, like an individual whole hair strand comes out. You know it's shedding because you can see the white bulb at the end that usually comes from your scalp. So that's how you know it's a shedded piece of hair. Breakage refers to like a piece of that hair. So maybe you'll see maybe a little 1-inch piece on your kitchen counter or something. That's unless your hair is 1 inch, that's breakage. So basically pieces of hair that are actually shorter than your actual hair length that just come out of your hair. Some people confuse breakage and shedding. Like I said, shedding is a full strand and breakage is a little piece. Porosity. Porosity refers to the ability of your hair to retain or take in moisture. People with low porosity tend to have their hair cuticles really tight, so it's really hard for moisture to penetrate into your hair. But once moisture gets into your hair, since your hair's cuticles is closed, it's very easy. Your hair can retain moisture for a very long period of time. High porosity refers to people who have a lot of gaps in their hair strands, so moisture can easily get in, but also moisture can easily escape. So these type of people usually have to use heavier products. Low porosity people tend to have to use lightweight products because their hair tends to build up easily. So basically, yes, like I said, porosity refers to your hair's ability to retain and take in moisture. And I'm like, what else? Clarifying shampoo / moisturizing shampoo. You'll hear me say that a lot because I have those type of shampoos. Clarifying shampoos are shampoos that completely strip everything out of your hair. Moisturizing shampoo is a shampoo that still cleanses your hair, but it still leaves your hair nice and soft and moisturized. Literally, that's it. Twist out, braid out. I'm rocking a twist out here. Twist out is when you twist your hair, either 2-strand twist, 3-strand twist, but just twisting your hair and you take it out. That's a twist out. A braid out is you braid your hair, you take it out a bit. Edge control. I didn't know whether I should put this or not, but some people may not know. Edge control is basically products that are like waxy kind of things, and you put them on your edges, and they're supposed to lay your hair down so you don't have little curlies. It just basically, I have a little bit of edge control on now, but basically they are products formulated to kind of lay your edges flat so they look all nice and neat and your hairstyles look all put together. Wash day. I say this a lot. Wash day is basically a day for you to wash your hair. It's considered wash day because it takes so long for us naturals to wash our hair that it's pretty much a day. Sealing. Sealing refers to basically locking in moisture into your hair. So sealing refers to using some type of oil or cream or butter to just seal in the moisture. That goes along with the Loc Method. That's what the Loc Method is, a way of sealing your hair. So if I'm saying I'm sealing my hair with this, that means I'm using something to keep the moisture into my hair, whether that's an oil or an acidic product or a cream or a butter or something like that onto my hair to just make sure my hair stays moisturized for a long time. Oh, protective styling. How could I forget? Basically, protective styling is supposed to be a way to protect your hair from the elements, meaning it's supposed to protect your hair from, if it's really hot outside, you really want to protect your hair from the harsh sun because the sun is a form of heat, or if it's really cold outside and you really want to protect your hair from the cold because that can dry your hair out, or just you want to protect your hair from you manipulating it all the time. It's a way of just protecting your hair to kind of keep it healthy. It can be referred to as wigs, weaves, braids. All of those protect your hair in some type of way. It can also be protective styles using your own hair, which is usually what I do, which could be buns. It can be a halo braid, a halo twist. It can be just a regular braid down your hair. roll and tuck. I mean, ways, it basically is supposed to protect your ends specifically. You want your ends tucked away, protective style. When your hair is in a protective style, usually you cannot see your ends. Your ends are not all down, rubbing on your shirt. They're all tucked away like relaxer slash texturizer. Relaxer is something that chemically straightens your hair. Texturizer is basically kind of similar. It's a cream that you put onto your hair, but this one doesn't completely straighten your hair. It just loosens your curl pattern. Yeah. So, hair typing. Hair typing refers to the curl pattern of your hair. There's from 1A, I believe, from 1A, which is completely straight, to 4C, which is the tightest, coiliest type of hair. Through from 1A to 4B, there is different types of hair curl patterns. Basically, hair typing is just referring to what your curls look like what type of curls do you have. There's a chart that you can see to see like what your hair type is and where it falls into that chart. So that is all for the natural hair terms that you may not know, that you now know. If you have more questions or anything, just leave them in the comments. I'll respond to them. If there's a term that I didn't say that you wanted to know, I will be more than happy to, what am I even trying to say? I'll be more than happy to explain it to you. If I didn't go in depth with one of the terms that you wanted to know, just comment down below and I'll respond to it. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also request some more videos in this down below too. I kind of want to know what y'all want to see. So request some videos down there. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.